Hey everyone, it's Jasmill and welcome back to my channel. So today we have a very exciting video. It's all about health and wellness and just taking care of yourself. Truth be told, I'm a little nervous to make this video because I am not an expert and this isn't usually the content that I'm used to making and that I'm comfortable with making, but health and wellness has been like a big priority in my life for the past like 6 years since I started on my journey towards being more plant-based. So I really want to make this video for those of you that are looking to improve your life and your health and just like your inside. I also want you guys to take everything with a grain of salt, do your own research, consult doctors if you feel that that's who you trust the most, and just read a lot of books. In 2017, I was watching this video by this girl on YouTube and she's called Happy Detox Katharina. She was talking about a liver and gallbladder stone flush. Never in my life have I heard about our livers having stones. I think I've heard of like gallbladder stone attacks, but I never really thought about it beyond that. I just didn't know that we ourselves can cleanse it with herbs and with natural remedies, and you don't have to take medication, you don't have to have surgery to remove your gallbladder, you don't have to wait until your liver is almost failing because it's so clogged and so diseased. There are also major benefits to cleaning out your organs because our organs are what our body like uses to stay efficient, stay moving, stay alive. Everything that you put on your skin, that you eat, that you breathe, goes through the liver. Because we have so much that we have to process and our liver has to do so much, and it also helps your stomach when you're eating, and it helps the stomach break down foods by producing a bile with the gallbladder and stuff, and everything runs through like common ducts. I know I'm sounding really nerdy and brainy, and also I may not be saying things scientifically correct or everything, but stay with me. Because the liver is doing so much, there comes a point where it just starts to slow down. Things get stuck in all these little ducts. Like the liver, it looks like a tree because there's so many little ducts, there's so many little branches and things in the liver. And when it starts slowing down, when it starts collecting too much toxicity and not enough, and things just get stuck in there. She talks about this book. This is The Amazing Liver and Gallbladder Flush by Andreas Moret. I got it in August 2017, and I started the liver and gallbladder flushes in October 2017. It is recommended that you read the whole book until you go into doing the liver and gallbladder flushes to detox your body from the stones. It also helps with allergies, and that was one of my main issues, was allergies. I'm not completely healed from my allergies. I still have a little bit, but there's a certain way to do it, and there's certain people that can't do it. So I really recommend that you read this book because it lists some people that can't do it, and there are some restrictions, and you can't be on like pharmaceutical drugs. You have to like be off them while you're in the preparation for the flush. If you don't have a colon anymore, like if you have a Crohn's disease or something, I believe that if you don't have a gallbladder, if you got your gallbladder removed, I believe that you can still do it. You're supposed to do it until your liver is clean, or as clean as it can be. So he recommends that you do it for 9 to like 15 months. It depends on how toxic you are, it depends on how sick you are, it depends on how like stuffed your liver and gallbladder are with stones. Be composed of calcium and other toxic material, and it just like gets stuck together, and the older it is and the older it's stuck in there, the darker it gets and the harder it is to get rid of. And even children can suffer from this. There are children that get gallbladder stone attacks and liver stones, and after you do 1 or 2 flushes and nothing comes out, that's when your liver is pretty clean. And then for maintenance, you do it every 6 months or every seasonal change, or even once a year. And for me, because I did it for 9 months straight, and then I did 2 the year after, and then I did 1 in April, I believe, or May. I did 1 in May of this year. I'm just so over the process that I'm just gonna stick with like once every 6 months or once a year, just to like maintain my liver health. So like I said, this is a really difficult process, And I'm a super dedicated person. I'm really passionate about certain things, and when I want to do something, even if it's hard and it's annoying, I'll still stick to it. I'll still follow the rules. Because there are guidelines. It's like a week long of preparation, right? You have to drink either apple juice, apple cider juice, Tarte Cherry juice, or maybe something else, but you have to drink a liter of that natural organic juice for a whole week. So every day for 6 days you drink a liter. Drink it throughout the day before your meals, and you have to wait after your meals, because that apple juice or Tarte Cherry juice has a malic acid in it, and that malic acid is going to soften the stones in your liver and gallbladder, which will make it easier for them to flush out during the seventh day of the process. And during this whole week you're gonna have to be plant-based, vegan, and that's easier for me because I follow a 100% plant-based diet for the most part. So during the 6th day you drink the whole liter right in the morning, all at once, and then you fast at 1:30 to 1:30 the next day. And this is the day that you're going to be flushing out the stones. And this is the day that you can eat normal vegan food throughout the week, but on the 6th day you can't have any spices, you can't have any sugar, you can't have any oils, you can't have any nuts, you can't have anything. You can have plain oatmeal with water, you can have fruit, fresh fruit, you can have steamed vegetables with a little bit of salt, or organic basmati jasmine rice, because you're gonna be cleansing out that day, so it has to be very, very light. Usually I stick with 3 to 4 bananas just to make it simpler on myself, and I'm good with that, because the apple juice, when you're drinking a liter of juice every day, that fills you up. That's like 500 calories. That's like a meal within itself. So you're drinking a meal that day, and then the 4 bananas is like another 400 calories. So I'm like pretty satisfied with that. And you're gonna be hungry after 1:30 clearly. You have to stay hydrated throughout this whole process. You kind of lose the hunger away, and it goes away. You're just gonna be missing the smell if people are cooking food that day. At 6 p.m. is when you do your Epsom salt water mixture. So Epsom salt is important in this process because Epsom salt is magnesium citrate, and this causes the ducts in your liver and gallbladder to expand, so they get bigger. So you're drinking the apple juice for the stones to get soft and smaller too. I believe that's what it is. And then you're drinking the Epsom salt to make the ducts expand. And I think it also makes the stones smaller. So your stones are gonna be smaller no matter what. So once you see them in the toilet, when you flush everything out, they're gonna be smaller than what they were in your body. So they're gonna be looking like little pebbles. And if you have a big stone, that means it was really huge in your bile duct, and it could have been causing you health issues. And they're also filled with a lot of toxic material, so it could have been making you sick or making you weak. So many things. Read the freaking book. So at 6 p.m. you do this Epsom salt mixture of 24 ounces of water and 4 tablespoons of Epsom salt, and you drink 6 ounces of that. And then at 8 p.m. you drink another 6 ounces. And you stay hydrated throughout the whole thing, because Epsom salt is going to make you dehydrated, so you want to make sure you're taking in a lot of filtered water. And then at 9 p.m., this is one of my least favorite parts, because I can take the Epsom salt water and I can take the apple juice mixture. But the apple juice it made me a little bloated, a little gassy. It makes you go to the bathroom, and it makes you like a tiny bit nauseous, but I can handle it. At 9 p.m., you have to do an enema. So I bought a home enema kit. Actually, let me show you guys. So I bought this enema kit in 2017 because you want it to be like a professional grade kit. You don't want to really use this little saline enema kits. You want like to do your own water enema. And it's reusable, so you can keep it for life because it's silicone grade. And yeah, he gave a website in the book, and that's the website that I use to buy my enema kit. It comes with this bag, You fill it up with filtered water, and it has to be lukewarm because the insides of your body are warm. So you want the water to be warm so it's not shocking your colon and your intestines. And then it comes with this thingy, which helps you get the water out. You just squeeze it. You squeeze it and it gets the water out. And then this is for your rectum. Cool. And you just connect everything together, and then that's how you do your enema. And then comes the disgusting part for me. Some people like this part, or they don't think it's that bad. Some people hate the Epsom salt water, like my sister and my mom hate the Epsom salt water. At 10 p.m. you have to have 2 grapefruits or 1 grapefruit, room temperature, and you have to have an organic extra virgin cold pressed expensive olive oil from Greece or Italy in a glass container, the most expensive luxurious olive oil that you can find, and preferably organic grapefruit, like a real grapefruit, not the juice, like the real fruit. You're gonna take 6 ounces of the grapefruit juice, and I strained the pulp from it because the pulp is gross, and this is already gross enough. And you take 4 ounces of the olive oil and you mix them together in a jar, and you stand by your bed and you drink that whole mixture. And what this causes your body to do with the citrus juice and the olive oil is gonna like cause an extreme reaction in your gallbladder to produce bile juice. And this bile juice is gonna be rushing into your liver and into your ducts, and it's gonna make sure that all the stones in your ducts, not all of them, but as much as possible, start rolling out. So because they're already soft and the ducts are already opened and expanded, this bile juice is gonna start rushing everything. This is so freaking cool. I've never in my life would have realized this or would have learned this or anything, because they don't teach us this anywhere. Even after you drink the whole thing, you lie on your bed kind of standing up a little bit with like the pillow on your back, because you want to be upright so you don't like throw it up or anything because it's gross, and you want your liver and everything to get digested and to be sent on its way. And you also want to concentrate. You can't have any noise, you can't have any light on, and you just want to concentrate and like meditate on sending healing energy to your liver and making sure that all that stuff comes out, and it's going to be on the right side of your body. And something else that I've done to help my liver is I've taken a warm washcloth and poured castor oil on it, because castor oil also detoxes the liver. And some people even drink castor oil to detoxify and as a laxative. So I put it on there, and I just like make sure that, you know, I'm concentrating on it and just try to meditate. And you do that for 20 to 30 minutes. Your heart should be beating a little bit fast, because your body is like you're not physically moving or doing anything, but inside your body you're just working, like things are moving, things are happening, your organs are like exercising. I can usually sleep throughout the whole night. And then you set your alarm to 6 a.m. and this is when you drink your other 6 ounces of Epsom salt water. And then by this point I'm so dehydrated, so I make sure I drink warm water first. And I'm so like nauseous and weak and dehydrated, and my head hurts, and I just feel weak because your body has gone through something. So that's how I'm feeling at that moment, and I'm really, really tired. So I usually go back to sleep after the 6 ounces of Epsom salt, because it doesn't make you go to the bathroom until like an hour later or 2 hours later. So I won't go back to sleep, and then at 8 a.m. you wake up again and you drink your last 6 ounces of Epsom salt water. And then this is the time, like around this time is when you have to go to the bathroom. And then around 9, 10, 11, this is when you're literally just going to the bathroom and you're flushing all the stones out. And then that's when I, love to see what has taken place. Every month is different. There are some critics that say that the stones that are in the toilet are made up of the olive oil and the grapefruit juice mixture, but I don't think that's true. And then he's also tested the stones in laboratories, and they're not composed of olive oil and juice. They're composed of other materials, calcium and other toxic materials. So I believe that this is true, and I believe that this works. but I feel so good by like 1 p.m. 2 p.m. and then the next day I feel amazing because your body has literally just gone through a complete elimination and your colon is cleansed and clean and you just feel light. You lose like 5 pounds of waste because your colon can hold like 5 to 20 pounds of waste in there, so you feel light and good. Yeah, I take pictures of it. I might include pictures, but I don't know if that's TMI. You can also Google the liver gallbladder flush on Google and then the images come up and you'll see everyone's images. Yeah, it helped me lose weight back then. It helped my skin, it helped my allergies, it just helped me feel good. It's super important if you do start this journey that you stick with it, because they said if you start the liver cleanse and you don't finish until you get most of the stones out, it could be more detrimental to your health than helpful, because you are leaving the stones that are the worst, that are deepest in your liver and gallbladder in there, and they, because you've taken the newest ones out or the youngest ones out, they're gonna start coming out, and then those are really filled with a lot of toxic material. So once they start moving up, your body can feel it even more, and those are the ones that are the most toxic, so it can hurt you more than help you. That morning you're gonna get all your stones out. Make sure again that you drink a lot of water. You can have some fruits at 10 a.m. I believe. You can have some fruit juice, organic, like freshly juiced fruit juice, he said, at 11 a.m. and then by 12 p.m. you can have a light breakfast, and it could be normal. You can have anything you want as long as it's plant-based. And he said that night you can have anything you want as long as it's plant-based, and then for the next week or so or a few days you continue to eat plant-based and continue to eat light meals, and don't overfeed yourself, because again you're gonna feel bloated and heavy and your liver's not gonna be strong enough to handle that. So you just want to be light and careful, and you're gonna feel like a newborn baby, and you're gonna feel really good, and you're gonna feel the health benefits right away. And just, you know, continue to do it. Just make sure also after the second full day of your flush, like on day 9 or 10, you do another enema, because there could be some stones that are left in your colon, and you want to get them out, because if you leave them there they can cause irritation and issues because they're full of toxins, and they might not even get out when you poop and you release waste. So just make sure that you do another enema in the morning before you had anything to eat, and you just drink water before. You can't drink alcohol for 2 weeks after you do your flush, because your liver is very fragile and weak and you don't want to poison it. But you know, the 2 weeks before your next flush you can have a little bit of alcohol, have a little bit of wine, but you're also going to notice that you get tipsy easier. I remember on my 25th birthday, after like 4 or 5 flushes, and I barely drink and I get tipsy anyways, I got alcohol poisoning after like 2 shots, because my liver was so clean. So that's something else to keep in mind. So that's pretty much it. My energy and my voice so drained right now, because YouTube videos do take a lot of energy to make, and I'm gonna try to include as much pictures and as much detail and everything that I can. I really hope this helps someone. That's the whole point of me making this video. That's pretty much it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know if you guys like these health videos and if you are getting value from them, or dislike. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Bye.